Good morning. Good morning. Thank y'all for hopping on. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade. Help us to avoid these crazy tickers. And this is not financial advice, educational purposes only. Just got an alert for BDSX when I was turning this on. I don't really love it, really. I haven't looked at the daily, but maybe if it gets up here to 11, because it's kind of the top of these candles and the 200, but I'm not going to just blindly jump in this one right here. So let's see if we get any alerts. I have my trade ideas up, have my news up, so let's see what we have in store today. Chaos yesterday. Ended up having a green day, but it was chaos. SHPH just put some more news out. SHPH. Not moving yet. Appreciate it, Alexandru. Is it still buffering? Let me know if it's still buffering. Yeah, I got BDSX pulled up, but I want to see it get a little higher first. $10 to $11 is where I'm interested. Not messing with BYND, not messing with DNUT. These meme stocks, I'm not messing with. I don't like multi-day runners, and I don't care for meme stocks. So I see that BYND's top gainer, and I see that DNUT is moving, but I will probably avoid these. Good morning. Jelena, you had a good day yesterday through all the chaos. I don't know if y'all saw what I just posted. I traded 140K yesterday to make $1,300. Not my best day. Because I have been wanting to size up a little bit more lately, and I think I forced it yesterday a little bit, and that's dangerous. So I'm going to be a little more aware today. Because again, just like the video I made recently, I traded way more size yesterday and I actually made less money. So I haven't mastered that yet. That's abnormal for me. I've been trading a lot smaller, usually not even close to six figures. And I traded 140K yesterday to make 130K or 1,300. If I would have made 130K, I would have been fine. 1,300. Because it's crazy. Pre-market, y'all got to see my roller coaster. Intraday, not too much of a roller coaster, but after hours, moon market pumping. The main ticker I was in heavy didn't help. but we made it. At least most of us. Dang, I hate when there's not a good solid 7 o'clock play. Because those are my favorite, y'all know that. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on BDSX. I'm not gonna force an entry just yet. I'm not really seeing anything else I care for. DNUT. No, I don't mess with these meme stocks, bro. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna mess with it. I mean, the move it just made isn't that bad because to your point, it's just a excessive candle up. It'll probably come back down before it starts moving again. But I really don't like messing with these meme stocks because they just don't trade normal, these coordinated pumps. But this one will probably flush back down. So this one's not like this type of play on these. I would probably play, but I'm not going to randomly enter like in these areas expecting it to fade. Excessive green candle like this, there's a good chance it's going to flush back down. So that's not a bad play, but I'm going to just stick with my rules for these meme stocks for now. AREB, is this a new one? Yeah, I'm pulling it up. AREB. Oh, is that a level I really like? Or is starting to get there? Sorry, is that too, not really sure why there's, let me do this. There we go. Okay, I'm in. 2,000 shares. Let's see what happens. Don't keep running, bro. Let's get a little flush here. And of course, the one I enter 2,000 shares is, it's going to make a move higher. But let's see. Let's see. I like this setup. Is there new news with this one? There we go. I'm seeing a decent size on the ask. So maybe we'll get a little flush here. Or not. Terrible company. All red. Jeez. Bell at 2, bruh. Come on, let's see what you got. So if it breaks this level, where is it going? Had some news yesterday. I think it's going to fail here, but I don't like that it went that much higher than that previous candle, though. There we go. Maybe this is the flush. Let's see. I'm in it a little heavier than normal, so I'm up about 200 bucks on it now. But I want to get a better flush. There we go. So I trimmed, I entered 2,000 shares. I trimmed 500 at $1.81, but I want to catch more of the move because I think this one comes back down. There we go. Got out another 500 at $1.82 since it's just hanging out here, but I'm gonna hold on to these next few. But now I have 1,000 extra shares, so if it gets back up to $2, I'll probably re-add. But I think I think we'll get a little flush here in a second. See, this is why I don't like, typically that type of move is a decent move. As you can see that, y'all know I like the excessive green candle, but this is what happens with these meme stocks. It's like a coordinated pump. So they just trade different. That's the best way I can describe it. JD's, okay, I'm looking at comments now. JDZG. Ooh, is this one of these Chinese ones? I feel like I recognize this one. Oh yeah, you even said that, yeah. Why not join in on the pump and go long? These are the easiest plays. Bro, I'm on a 20-day green streak. It would be ill-advised to change how I trade. Oh, I'm up. Speaking of that, I'm gonna close out of this one. Here at VWAP. So first play of the day, 435 bucks. I'll take it. Probably jumped out too soon. It'll probably flush all the way back down. But yeah, no, it's just like I'm not gonna change what's working. It's not a good mentality. I mean, some people do that, but I just don't. But I hear you, Strange. Y'all been trying to make me buy for a while. I hear y'all. SHPH. Oh, SHPH. Even though yesterday I tried to break that win streak. We ended up 1,300, but man, I overtraded yesterday. And I get it. You say it's the easiest play is Strange, and you're probably right. I'm not arguing against that because these pumps, BYND and DNUT, like y'all killed it. Longs have been pumping those for sure. But to me, this was the easy play, you know? So, and it's funny because I found a way to lose money with GameStop. I found a way to lose money with OTC stocks back in the day going long. I'm not a long trader. I suck at it. But you're right, though. These other ones have been pretty. I wish I would have got into BYND earlier. Yeah, nice little play with AREB. Probably jumped out too soon. Probably left a lot of money on the table. But let's see. Wow, lost money with GME is impressive. Exactly. And it wasn't because, like, you know how they had those people that like held because they were from 20 to 200 and just didn't sell. No, I just timed it bad. I would buy it when it was at 50, then it would go back to 30 before it would make its next move up, and I would stop out. Yeah, I'm not a long trader. I don't. Y'all know I'm pretty real with y'all. But in your defense, though, I should start if I see a lot of these meme tickers start pumping, I might. But I think we're at the start of it. We might see a lot more. Dang, I should have held. Jeez. I mean, I pulled out 400 on this one, but man, I could have made a little bit more. But that's okay. And it goes back to trading with bigger size. So I try to get out too soon, probably, but I'll take it. Strange. What's the next one? I'll never ask you. FLWS. Yeah, the thing is I got spooked right here. So to your point, Joey, this one was a pretty easy setup, but once it got back up to 2, that's why I think I started taking profits quick because I didn't want it to make another move up, but all good, all good. We got a comedian today. It's strange. Nah, but for real, I don't know how I figured that out. Did you ever, were you playing during the OTC era? It's strange, where all the OTC stocks were pumping? I kind of came in at the end of that era, the OTC pumps. So I started trading them whenever they were all like dying off. So that was more the wrong timing, but people were getting like 10, 20, 30 X's on those things. They're back under 6 was crazy how it did. No, it was. And for all y'all on the live that's not in the Discord, y'all know it beat me up yesterday, but I got my revenge on it. So I added somewhere right here. And then it just tanked. Then I took profit, and then I got out, and then I re-entered here at VWAP. And I would love to tell you I wrote it down all the way, but I didn't. I got out around like 750 because I thought it might bounce at the top of these candles, but it kept flushing. If y'all see anything, let me know. Actually made more with AMC. Yeah, you're not the first person I heard say that. A few people I've talked to said they ended up doing better with AMC. SBEV was one I got caught in after hours yesterday. I was in 5,000 shares at one point. That was when I was mad at Moon Market, ready to fight that dude. Because every time it would fall below VWAP, he'd pump it again. He would send out a tweet or whatever. And it was this. So it would pump and then it would fall, then he would send out a tweet, then it'd pump, then it'd fall, then he would send out a tweet. And he just kept doing that, and then finally it gave out. Interesting. Were you the one that brought it up yesterday, Strange? I'll have to look at that. The option scanner on Trade is cool. Yeah, the problem is for me with these pumps, the Strange is like if I get in it now, I feel like I'm too late. Like let's pull up DNUT. Since it's trading on pumps, I just don't know how to like. I don't know where my edge is. Let's just say that I don't know where my edge is with this. I don't know where the top is. I don't know any of that. Got it. Okay. At close, or that makes sense because these have kind of been gapping up in the morning. So Moon Market's pumping BYND. He says, oh man, there's some people that are killing it. Actually, I won't throw too much shade at him on this one. He's just showing what other people have made on it. But somebody made 789,000 on that play. Wow. And I remember yesterday with BYND, let me pull it up, that it was approaching 2, and where was it at? Dang, this thing has moved since yesterday. So yeah, right at 4 a.m. I remember looking at it because it had some resistance at 2 right here. And I was like, no, don't mess with it. It's a meme stock. And I'm glad I didn't, because look at this thing. That would have been just an entry there, would have been a 4x. That's crazy. All right, I'm not seeing much. CJ, you told me about SHPH. I was late to it, but if it pumps back to this $485 range, I'll be interested though. And as soon as I pull up X, it says somebody posted trading isn't for everyone. Unfortunately, I'm done. People be emotional on X. BNF. One of y'all said, was that Alexandru? Is it pumping? Are we getting a little pump here? Kind of in the middle of no man's land. Is this just going to be a failed VWAP test? Yeah, it looks like it. Probably not going to play it, but it's not a bad little pump here. And thank y'all for hopping on today. I kind of created the invite late. SOWG is pumping. But yeah, I appreciate all the likes on the videos, guys. It goes a long ways. This doesn't look very liquid, though. Nice call, Alexander. Yep, it's back under VWAP. It'll probably, not guaranteed, but it'll probably go back down. There it goes. Now it's back up. Now I'm kind of even more. I might. Let me see. Do I want to play this one? It's kind of like lower high. So I think it's a decent play, but for some reason I have a little reservation with it. I'm not sure. I'm grabbing some locates though. I might just catch this little flush. Or try to catch a little flush. So I'm in at 70, almost 76, 75.9. So let's see what happens. Not the best entry, but I think it's about to just do a little flush here. Small size. Moons on BNEF. Jesus. I haven't seen any texts about it. Or any are you in his Discord, Mahal? Or maybe I missed his tweets. Got it. So that's probably why it pumped just then. So I'll probably take profit, click on it. I don't want to fight Moon. Actually, I do want to fight Moon, but not this way. Get me stressing yesterday and after hours. Yeah, Moon Discord. Moon Market Discord. He's just a pumper. And you'll see his pumps go away soon. He's been doing this ever since I've been trading, pumping stocks. But most of the time, it's just like they'll barely move. And it's like, so the first 5 people make money. You know what I mean? Like he'll pump it hard. And then it'll like pump, hang out for a little bit, and they usually die. But I've seen this a few times with Moon. Like once he makes a few good calls and they actually run, then the next 10 calls are like money because it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Soon people forget about Moon's pumps, and then they won't run as hard. And Mahal, let me know if I'm misspeaking, but that's what I've seen in the past. Like a lot of his calls don't run, but when they do start hitting, his next few usually hit too because people are paying attention. Like even me, I turned on my notifications now for Moon Market so I can try to avoid on X, so I can try to avoid his plays. But they have been money lately, so. Yeah, I'm out. I went ahead since Mahal said that Moon is in it. Went ahead and got out, like made maybe $5 on it, just basically break even. But I will play it if it gets up here to like 90 cents. I'm even tempted to enter here, but I'm gonna see if it pushes a little bit more. Like I said, I don't want to fight him, but if it's at a good level with low risk, so like for example, I wouldn't mind adding at like 90 and 95 with a stop above, hold above 1. That's a decent, I know that's a decent amount to let it play, but that's kind of how I'm looking at this one. So I probably jumped in a little early, but I got some shares here at 84 cents. Very small, like very small, 500 shares, because I was just going to scale into it. Like it's barely $400 position. Anyways, this one's, I don't know. Like I said, I don't love it. So I want to, if y'all see anything else, let me know. I guess I'll keep an eye on it. There's nothing else happening, but I don't really like it that much. And Ordo, is it public? No, he charges for it, but his X or formerly Twitter, he's public. And this is what he usually does. He'll post alerts in his group, and then he'll either make a video or he'll post about it on X once his followers are kind of in it. And sometimes he'll even post YouTube videos pumping these too. I got my YouTube notifications turned on for him. And as soon as the YouTube video drops, like the first 5 minutes, you'll see these things pump hard. But historically, they didn't last. Like they would just pump and then they would just kind of fade away. But lately, they've been running. So we're getting close to that 90 cents. That's where I'm going to start adding some actual size. Yeah, there's probably a strategy to it, Ordo, because like yesterday at the end of the day, he said that he's in like, and by the way, I added 500 more shares. So I'm in 1,000, but still only an $800 position. Because yesterday he said he was in an all cash position, aka he's out of all his positions. So that's usually a sign that they'll start flushing after that. BANL might be a short. He bought 300,000 shares. It's a pretty good size. BA short. Oh, it's 7:30. Did we get any 7:30 PRs? I feel like lately we haven't seen a lot of PR runners. I mean, I know that the market's not that cold. We have BYND and doing crazy things and other tickers. What was it? It's been a few this week that have raged hard, but these pre-market PRs haven't been. I feel like we haven't been getting as many pumps though. Ooh, BENF is flushing. So again, I'm only in 1,000 shares, so I'm not really making that much, but I'll try to hold here to VWAP and then get out. We're already at 78 cents. I'll probably start before it bounces. All right, I'm out. Got out around, let's see, 79.9. Oh, SHMD's pumping. I don't know what this one's about though. SHMD. This one's acting crazy. I'm in it because y'all know I love to blindly enter these pumps sometimes, but don't know what's going on with this one. Got a decent sized float on it. Secures major orders from AI server PCB production equipment. That's weak. It just said just major order and AI, so that's why it pumped. Wish I would have entered more. I've only in 300 shares. I got a pretty good entry, 640. So I'm just going to chill with it right now. I'm up about 150 on it right now, but I think it could flush a little more. So I'm about to be greedy. Let's see if it pays off. And I hate saying greedy. It's not really greedy. It's just like, I know I see a lot of us say that when we hold a little too long, but we're just trying to catch the move. It's not necessarily greedy. It's like, I don't know. If you can catch like one like nasty flush, it's equal to like a bunch of like base hits. But this one might not be the one. It looks like it's about to come back to 6. Let's see. Guess I need to do some more research. So 13 million float. Fundamentally, they look decent. 173 million market cap is what I'm seeing. It is, the country says NL. Excuse my ignorance, but I'm not really sure. Is that Netherlands? Let's see what FinViz says. SHMD. Institutional ownership 5%, 14 million float. Yeah, there's nothing I'm seeing that's too concerning about it. I think it's just pumping because it's AI infrastructure news. Or whatever the news was. I already forgot what it was. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to flush here. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I like today a lot better than yesterday. Already. 3 for 3. So they secure major orders for AI server PCB production. Announces 2 significant orders to supply wet process equipment for AI server PCB production, including complete V+ and H+ systems and additional horizontal H+ machines. I might be saying that. That might not be how you're supposed to say that, but I'm seeing an H and a plus sign. So one customer awarded SCHMID responsibility for an entire production line, indicating strong commercial trust and potential follow-up investment. I'm not seeing any dollar signs. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any dollar signs associated with this. So that's a good sign. So, ooh, it's back up. So I got out at 561 and 552. So I'm completely out of it. But I wish I would have got a re-entry at 6 just then. Let's see what y'all are saying. Stinky man, appreciate you stopping by, bro. Okay, I'm all caught up on the comments. If it pops a little bit more, though, I want to add to it. It's not pushing. The volume's not very exciting. I think it just fades away. But y'all know I don't like entering on red candles. I like when it pops up. So if it gets close to 6 again, I'm gonna add back to it. Okay, got it. So let's see if I get lucky again. There's not much moving, so it might rip up here, but I only added 200 shares just in case it does pop a little bit harder. So small position. Got in at 604. So here we go. Let's see if we get a good little flush here. And I'm only in, like I said, a few hundred shares because I like this play. Obviously, I'm in it, but until something else steals its attention, it might hang out in this area. So we'll see, or it might push. Here it goes. And another thing about this one that I don't love that great is that its market cap size. It's literal it's on the larger size that I usually play. And the reason why I care about that is they just don't flush as cleanly. Like a, oh, we pushing up now. So as you know, like a 10 million market cap company with only 2 million float or whatever, they flush pretty hard. But I'm not going to add until we get probably up to 7, because I just don't want to start scaling in too early. I'm just going to stick with my current shares I'm in, and I'll have some ads around 6.95 or something. Dang, I'm always forgetting stuff up here. What's happening? Sorry, just step away for a second. Still couldn't find what I was looking for. So we're just hanging out in this 650 area, it looks like. One minute looks better. Back in the money. I'm in 500 shares. Where did I add it? Oh, it hit my 300. How did it do that? Oh, I'm so confused. I'm actually probably going to get out here in the 60s. Oh my gosh. 530, let's go. I'm out, guys. That was a good one. So I thought I was only in a couple hundred shares. I got to look back and see when I entered those other ones. Oh, I told you I was at, so but it didn't get up to 588 or 6. 88. It said I got filled at 688. Oh man, it's falling hard now. I mean, I'm cool with it. I caught a pretty good move, but somehow I got a fill at 688. I told y'all I had an order at 695. I actually put it at 688, and somehow I got filled there. 300 shares. I'll take it. TradeZero for the win. Yeah, I said I got filled at 688. Still a little confused by that, but I'll take it. Let's see. Yeah, BG, I'd be lying to say that I was 100% confident it was going to flush like that. That was a pretty nasty flush. Yeah, much better day today. Much better day today. So sitting at 974 on the day, which isn't too bad. Because I played the last two tickers small. But TradeZero threw me a bone for this one. Even on my TradeZero chart, it shows it didn't get up to 688 again. But somehow I got a feel. Weird. Good weird, though. I'm out. No, it's 688. I'll post, well, a lot of y'all aren't in the Discord, but I'll post my feel. It was because I only got 200 at 6, then I got 300 at 688. So that flush paid nicely because my average was, I think, around 650 or something. AREB is moving up again. Yeah, I'd play another retest here. Such a strong level. One, there's a pivot right here, monthly pivot, or I guess it's technically a daily pivot. So it's failed at it multiple times, and then it's kind of the bottom side of this support or previous support turned resistance. So that's why I went heavier on that one, and heavy, quote unquote, only 2,000 shares. But y'all know I usually don't go 2,000 shares immediately, but I'm trying to size back up to where I used to trade on A plus setups. Dang, BA, who called? Somebody said this recently. BA, was it you, Jed? Somebody said to look at this one, and I was like, I'm not interested. This thing just died from 94 cents to. Did they just do an offering or something? Because that's excessive. Somebody dumped. Nice call, whoever that was. I didn't play it though. And it's still dumping. It has to be an offering or something. I don't care enough to look, but so yeah, I never even pulled that one up. FLWS. Is this the meme one too? FLWS. I can see 1-800-Flowers being a meme stock. This one's not even liquid, but it is pumping. Oh, it was crossing the 200. I didn't realize it was crossing the 200. I should have looked at the daily. Oh, wow. Nice call, bro. Okay, well, I'm not in anything anymore. I'll keep an eye on AREB if we get a retest. I don't think we will, though. Yeah, I can't trade YYAI. It's under 50 cents, so I'm not even going to pull it up. But yeah, it's up 120%, I see. I want to see if PRZ pushes a little bit more, but I am interested in this one. I just want to see it push a tad bit more. And if I miss it, I miss it, but I just don't want to get in too early. It's only up 15%, but good call. I just want to see it push a tiny bit more, at least to 182, 190. So let's see the comments. Okay, still about PRZO. Could you explain quickly what is a monthly pivot? Yeah, so I'm probably not the best at explaining this, but it's basically it's a calculation from the previous sessions, high, low, and close. So it's kind of like a price level used by some traders to like identify support resistance based on like previous price action. But I almost treat it like the the 200 daily, because you can see here it doesn't always do this, but a lot of times it'll respond to that level. You know how like the 200 daily for cool, like even this. So the 5 minute, that's where it likes to bounce. I'm sure y'all have heard me that, you know, like when I do hold, I like to take profit here on the 5 minute 200, but y'all know I also like to take shorts at the 200 daily. So I kind of use it like that. It's just a level that they're attracted to. I don't follow it as religiously as I do the 200 because I think the 200 is a better gauge, but it's just another indicator I put on my chart. I really don't even like focus on it too much, but when I do see it like for a play like this, it's just like added confirmation. If that makes sense. And like above it, it can be like bullish, below it, bearish, but they are attracted to that level. Like even here, see, it's kind of like bounce, and this is where it bounced up at. It's just another level. What happened to PRZO? I already forgot about it. Oh, look, it's flushing. Oh, that makes sense. Probably didn't explain it very well. But ChatGPT probably could explain it better. And the one I use is, it looks like it's called Pivot's Traditional Auto. Somebody slid into my DMs recently and asked me about it, or two people did. Because it's called something different. It's called Pivot Point Standard. And if you care, I'll pull it up since nothing else is moving right now. I'll show it to you. The settings is the only one I have is the pivot. It has all these other ones you can add to the chart. I just add this one, and that's it. So then when you look at it on the daily, it shows you the monthly pivots. And then when you look at it on the 5-minute, it shows you the daily pivots. So, and again, I don't use it like religiously. It's the best word I can keep coming up with. Like I use it, but it's just like a added just adds to my thesis if I want to enter or take profits or whatever. Magnus book, yeah, that's all I do. I'll take a long about once a month. So yes, it's primarily shorting. Or definitely shorting. But stick around, you'll see that we have an edge. Anyways, there's not much going on, guys. Just 8 o'clock news is in 3 minutes. Alexandria, y'all too focused on these meme stocks. They'll hurt you. Now that was a nice little fade, but I'm still not messing with it. This might not be a terrible long entry, honestly, because like I was saying on the 5-minute, they like to, well, this is 1 minute. They usually like to bounce at this level. BENF again. BENF. Yeah, since Moon is in this one, I'll probably leave it alone. Good, good BG. I mean, it's a good selling point right there. Yeah, I try not to BS, guys. Like, I'm not trying to sell you something that's not true. Y'all can just try it for yourself. Happy to hear that though, BG. Good deal. The thing with shorting is just risk management, especially with like these, these stocks that are multi-day run. Well, it just started running yesterday, but there's definitely an edge in shorting. But you just, when it goes against you, you have to either cut or come up with a game plan quick. But yeah, definitely an edge for sure. Like I said, I don't even think I'm that great of a trader, but shorting is there's just such an edge in it. Magnus, but okay, we're getting the 8 o'clock fake out, so we might get some more PRs here. XBP, like it's pumping a little bit. Not really interested in it yet. It's the only thing I hate about 8 o'clock. It even jacks up my top gainers list. Hard to see what's moving. BNBX. BNBX looks like it's getting ready to rip. Let's see. BNBX. I don't really love where it's at, so I'd like to see it run a little bit more, and it's doing that. So it just got up to the pivot. Let's see what it does. Is it going to... Looks like it just hit the pivot. It might fade, but there we go. Okay, I'm grabbing some locates on it. Oh, yes. Look where it hit that line to a T. So I'm about to get in right here. I am a little nervous. This one's trading like a low float, though. So this thing is pushing hard. I'm grabbing my locates, but I'm not going to blindly enter this one because this one's, actually I am. I'm in at 540. Now I'm going to look at BNBX. Let me see what the float is on this one because this one's trading sketchy. We have 1.29, so I only entered 200 shares, and I might, if it starts running against me hard, I might just get out of it. What's the news? Oh, now we're flirting with that top candle, so I might add some more here at 7, and if it keeps running, I'm probably just going to cut my losses on it. Woo. Thing's taking off. Glad I only entered 200 shares. I'm still down a couple $100 on it, but it was only 200 shares, so. And it's got a huge gap. So yeah, this probably wasn't the play. Like I said, I'm down a couple $100 on it now. So I'm not going to add any more to it because the float looks tiny. 1.2. It's a little bit smaller than I like to play, guys. BNBX. So I'm just going to see what happens to this ticker. Let's focus on other ones. Is there anything else moving at 8 o'clock right now? Oh, no. Is this one pumping again? SHMD? Oh, it died. They'll see anything else because again, I don't want to talk about BNBX. Still in it. If it gets probably, oh geez. But again, I'm only in 200 shares. I'm not wanting to take a loss on this one, but I should just cut it at this point. I think it's going to give back. But I would recommend staying away from this. I can't tell y'all what to do. It's not financial advice, but just be aware this one's got a tiny, tiny float. But I'm not really seeing anything else I like. Let me look at the comments. Are y'all seeing anything? Yeah, I got in early, so my locates weren't too bad. Yeah, no, I'm not really messing with it anymore. Oh, I'm at break even now. Now I'm in the money, so I'm gonna get out here. Now it's going back up. Okay, now I'm only in 100 shares. I survived. Probably should have got out of it all. But anyways, I don't want to talk about this one too much because I think this one could rip. It could be a good short too, but again, it's just being careful because I know that longs get excited about these little baby floats, and rightfully so. They should, because these things rip. So I'm out. I was able to survive it, but it might flush here, and I might be sad about it, but all good. And it is flushing. See if I can sell my shares back, because I got them cheap. See if somebody else wants them. Bro, I get that life, Joey. Like, people don't know when you're in the middle of one of these trades. Like, got to keep your eye on it. Dang, I wish I'd have held now. Jeez, could have banked on this one. So I think I lost about, I can't remember what I told you I was at. I think I told you I was at 974 because now I'm at 969. So I think I lost $5 on this play. So I'll take it. I got in a little early, so I'm just happy I survived. BENF. So this is why I was avoiding it, mostly just because Moon's in it. Could it fell here at $1? Yes. But since Moon is in it and he's doing his little pumping thing, I'm probably going to avoid it. Now we just busted above $1. Let's see if we hold. Well, it started off a good morning, but I haven't taken a solid trade here in a little bit. Y'all see what ended up happening to BDSX? Man, again, going back to why I like the 7 o'clock pumps. I didn't enter this one because I didn't like all this crazy price action. But look, it like peaked out at 7 o'clock. I got all the way up to 960. Now it's at 720. AIRE is looking a little weak, but this would be like a all-day fade type of play. What's this level I drew? Let's see. Seems like a random level. Kind of tempted to play this one and see if it fades all day, honestly, and then just stop out if it gets maybe above 120. I might try it. This might be one of my fades throughout the day. Different style with this one, guys. It's just a different playbook. So it's not like a catch the top pop type of situation. So I just entered 1,000 shares just to have something to distract me throughout the day, see if it fades. But I want to catch some more pops. Let's see. Anything else moving? Chilady, yeah, for real. It's funny because I work from home. Y'all know I still have a W-2. I run I run quite a few cannabis dispensaries, retail, and between trading and that, I'm home a lot. So it probably looks like I'm just playing around on my computer. So it's funny because like I don't bother her when she's at her job, but um, when I'm trading, she's usually not. She's usually pretty good about when I'm on live stream. She never bothers me, but like if I'm just like casually trading mobile on my couch or whatever, like she'll approach me and want to talk about stuff, and I'm just like, I try to play it off, but I'm like, a lot of times if you're like down in a position, the last thing you want to do is like talk to someone about some BS that's like irrelevant, you know? But she's good. I got a real one though. Once I tell her, I'm like, hey, I can't focus on this right now. She's usually pretty good. Dang, VMVX has died. Jesus. Hate I jumped out of that one. Man. And my average is like 652, but oh, good. Death. Man, look at SHMD. Gosh, this is where the edge is. I just don't hold long enough. Good, Joey. I'm glad you made some money on it. I think I only lost $5 on it, so that's a win to me. I think it's my first loss of the day, and if I can keep it to $5, I'll take it. But I could have made a lot of money on it. But I don't feel bad about it because again, guys, just remember that's the only thing that can take us out in short selling. So even though I'm disappointed I jumped out of BNBX really quick, it was a low float. It was private placement news. Those have been pumping. I would rather be cautious and miss a play than not cautious and get ripped apart. Because most y'all know I've taken some, when I was trading heavier back in the day, I took a 76K loss in one trade. So I say that to scare y'all a little bit, more just so y'all remember. If you get in the wrong play and you keep averaging up and you don't cut, it can be a disaster. Took me 2 months to get that back, which is still not that bad. But again, I was just grinding day after day because I missed almost 2.5 months, but I was grinding day after day. It's because I misjudged one play. So Jelena, you understand that life for sure. AREB is trying to get him for 2. Oh, thank you. I'll keep it on this one. And another little teaching moment. So I like for the moves to be up quick like this. So if it slowly grinds up here, I'm not going to like it as much. I'll still probably play it, but I really like that it hit it like in 2 candles like this. So I don't like the slow grinders. I just got an alert for IVP, so I'm going to pull it up. Oh, man. Went all the way up to $1.12. Might miss it, though. I think I got into AIRE a tad bit early. So now it's up to $1. What? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't wait for VWAP. So I'm going to add another 1,000 shares here. And again, guys, this is a different kind of style. I just think this one has a good chance of fading most of the day, so I'm going to try it. And I could be wrong. And if it gets above 1, if it gets to 122, I'll probably stop out. How do I know for sure? I really need to focus on you. I saw your comment, Jed. Larry Jones, how do I know for sure that a stock will go all the way back down so I can go all in with my money and hold? Love the degenerate question right there, Larry. You don't. That's stocks. You don't know. Yeah. Or I would do the same. Um, I have last year. I had, again, not bragging. It's just telling you. I ended up having a 90% win rate, and I still did not do that because it's you never know for sure. But if it's approaching like a 200 daily, if there's some strong resistance, if it has a decent float, if the news is weak, if it's not Chinese, if it's like you just got to stack all the things that are in your favor. That's kind of why I sized up with, what was it? AREB. Because see, it had resistance here. It popped to that level twice and failed. So I went a little heavier on that one. But I'm never confident enough to go all in, nor will I ever recommend that. But just stack, if you know, the more things you fundamentally, it's trash. They have a high cash need. There's warrants below where your entry is. There's a S1, S3 offering on the table. So it's just like whatever you can stack that's in your favor to build your confidence in that position. That's when I like to go heavier. But I hope that makes sense. Yeah, just how do we feel about that? Yeah. But no, I see what you're saying, though. I think there's a deeper question to that. Like, how can you be assured that it's a good setup? But yeah, going all in is a little risky, to say the least. And I only trade with a 25K account. So I'm usually getting like 10% returns daily on these. So even like that's how unconfident I am. Like I even keep my account small because, and again, I don't recommend that because I think it's going to cap me from scaling. So I'm working on being more comfortable with, and I say I keep it 25K. I keep it 25 to 50. When it gets to 50, I take the money out. But that's like my second safety net. So most of the decisions I make with short selling is based out of risk management to ensure that I can't wipe out a lot of gains because TradeZero will liquidate me if I get too low. Dang, AIRE, I jumped in way too early on this thing. Down 140 bucks on it, but that's all right. I still think it's going to fade. Could be wrong. I probably should have looked up. I don't know anything about this. This was a strictly technical play, so maybe I should look it up. I haven't had news in a while. Was this a previous pump or something? AIRE. Thing still pushing. Says the float's 92 million. This isn't one of these meme ones, is it? This one says 24 million. Low institutional ownership. Has high insider ownership, but oh well, I'm gonna stick with my game plan. It still could fail here, but I did get in a tad bit early on this one. Yeah, no, Larry, you're right. That's where the edge is. That's where the edge is. Majority of the time, the keyword is majority. Because the part that's scary about going all in is that might be the time. Because the problem is these small caps, they're very manipulated. Very, very manipulated. That's why I look at institutional ownership. I don't know if I even brought that up. So there's so many things you can like look at to stack your thesis, but yeah, they all do. It's just about getting the right entry and don't get ripped apart before it does fade, you know? That's why the more as I mature as a trader, I focus on, you know, better entries because it's so forgiving. That's why I'll wait for it to get to a key level or something. Let's see if AIRE fell below VWAP. Okay, it's trying, yeah. So where am I at now? So I'm only down 60 bucks now. Yeah. So I still like this play. I'm gonna see if it fades throughout the day. Yeah, no, Larry. That's why I can see there's a deeper question there. I'm not trying to like joke around about it, but I wish there was like a secret answer I could tell you, like this is when to go all in. But there's not. You know, my favorite entry is a 200 daily criteria. Like when it hits the daily 200. So that's my favorite entry. But again, you need more than that to be confident to go heavy. Yeah, and if you ever decide to do it, bro, make sure it's not a Chinese low float because those will destroy you. Jelani, exactly. So we're getting to the time that it's not my favorite. Y'all know my win rate goes down a little bit after 8:30, a little bit more after 9. So 8:30 is probably the last pumps I'll play. So we'll see what comes out in 6 minutes. A little disappointing. Only down. I mean, I'm at 969. I started off pretty hot, but there hasn't been a lot of plays since 7 o'clock. So I've kind of been sitting here for the last hour at this range, but just going to keep once the market opens, I'll probably set a stop loss at like 122 just so I don't have to stare at it all day. But I am going against the trend, guys. So I'm just telling y'all what I do. I'm not recommending entering this trade because it still look pretty bullish. Thing is, what I'm seeing here is like a lower high. So I'm hoping we can get a fail here, but far from guaranteed. Far from guaranteed. Just want to be super clear about that. If y'all see something, let me know. If not, I'm just going to stare at AIRE. But yeah, it's not been super active. Like again, there's some bullish small caps, but you'll see a period where we saw it in the summer a lot too, where like at 7 o'clock there'll be like four things pumping, 7:30 two or three things, 8 o'clock three or four stocks pumping, 8:30 a couple pumping. It's been a little slow with the PR pumps. Not dead, but a little bit slower. I see Kitty just posted in the Discord about BNBX. Did it finally just come? Did it go back to where it started? Basically, wow. But again, like I said, I actually am pretty proud of myself whenever I decide to bail, because I used to be a little reckless. I mean, you don't lose 75K without being a little reckless. So, because I know that's the only thing. Like not catching a flush, yeah, that sucks. My P&L could have been higher, but I still survive. But if I let a low float like this run too hard against me, it could do a lot of damage. But I wasn't in too many shares at least. Ooh, and the money with AIRE now. Now I'm up $100 on it. I'm just going. I'm tempted just to cover here, to be honest. Get over a grand. I'm gonna cover here because now that I look at it, whatever level this is, it's bounced on it 3 times, and it's a dollar psych level. So 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 times. So I'm just gonna cover on it. I'm probably gonna regret that later today when it's at 50 cents, but I'm out at $1. So 1,059. So I guess I made $95 on it, but I'll just take it because I actually have a busy day. Today's the day I touch base with all my GMs, general managers of the dispensary. So I'm not going to have time to monitor it today. But I am tempted to go live in the Discord. I'll probably do after hours live stream today, like 90% sure. And as long as somebody doesn't throw something on my calendar, I'm usually pretty good at getting out of stuff. Let me make sure. Yeah, 4 o'clock, I'm free today. I'm going to block out my calendar at 4. So we'll do some after hours live streaming today in the Discord. Because I don't think I'm going to trade much intraday. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 calls today. So yeah, don't think I'll do much intraday trading. EOBX. Ooh, that's a nice little pump. Oh, it's 8:30 now. I wasn't even paying attention. So what is the story with this one, BLBX? Because when they're this pricey, I get concerned that their float is really high. Oh, it's already fading. Or the float is really low. 3.7. Merger target. So it's merger news. Looks like it's flushing without me. I'm probably going to hold off on this one just because it's merger news. Sometimes these rip, sometimes these flush. So it's a good call, but I feel like I already missed the play now. Nice. Look at this thing. It's already flushed $2. Hope some of y'all got in it because this is a beauty. Jeez. Glad I got a AIRE because it's back up here. So this would be a better entry. I could get my average would be better. But I'm honestly, like I said, I got a lot of calls today. I kind of thought through this one. I'm not gonna be able to manage this position, so probably just gonna leave it alone. But looks like it's struggling to hold above VWAP. Now that it's broken trend, it's tried a couple times to hold, so wouldn't be surprised if it fails again, but I'm gonna pass on it. Any of y'all catch BLBX? Dang, only 120,000 shares have been traded on it. Pretty low liquidity there. Yeah, same. I don't want to chase on merger news. Again, merger news will flush, but it depends on the terms. You know, how much does BLBX really benefit? Do they have to dilute shareholders? Is it all cash? Will this make them EBITDA positive or revenue? You know, it's just like there's a lot of like, was it a good deal or did BLBX get ripped off? There's a lot that goes into these merger news, and I just don't feel like breaking it down right now. Is it guaranteed or is it just an offer? Look at you, Jelani. Both sides, bro. Nice. Catch 40 cents on it, though. Yeah, if it retests highs, I'd play it, but I'm not rushing it. Like I'd like my P&L to be better than it is right now, but I'm content with it. I think this is enough to keep me from trading intraday and wait until after hours. So EPWK. Okay, good call. Oh, thought it said 99 cents. I can't trade anything under 50 cents, but for all of y'all out there that can, here's y'all a little pump. Wow, clean flush on BLBX. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get another play before I sign off. I'm just not going to force it. That's what I did yesterday for all y'all that were on. I was actually up a decent amount pre-market. Then my last trade, or one of my last trades, went against me. So I don't want to repeat that today because I ended up trading most of the day yesterday to. Excuse me. So let's see what you're saying. I think it's funny on Trade the Pool. I see every trade and the chart looks really interesting. You see directly where I gambled, went with too much size, or where I got the perfect size. Based on your latest YouTube video, TradeZella showed it to me only daily, not on trade basis. Based on your latest YouTube video, TradeZella showed it to me only daily, not on your trade basis. I don't really know what you mean. Can you elaborate? It might just be dumb. I don't understand. But yeah, no, it's good to journal and look through your trades. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I should be better about that. Reviewing trades. When I was on the Friendly Bears podcast, or when we were what's the word I'm looking for? Recording it, that actually came up a little bit about journaling. Because he's like religious about that. And like reviewing trades. I used to be pretty good about it, but I need to be better. Especially right now because I'm on a 20-day win streak. So that's when you get a little too confident. And I almost broke that streak yesterday, actually. Well, not really. I mean, came close. The closest I've came, but still, overconfidence is not a good thing. So it's probably be a good time to review trades, to be honest. FLWS. Yeah, there's a little bit of resistance here at $7. What's the market cap on this one? FLWS. $327, a little bit higher than I prefer. float 54, institutional ownership 52. I mean, I think it's a decent play for sure, especially right here at 7. I'm probably about to miss it, but I just don't like this slow grind up right here. I like just it's again, it's not a bad play, but I think I'm gonna sit this out. There's a very good chance it could reject here at 7 and flush all the way back down to VWAP for sure. But I'm probably not gonna take it. This is kind of the part of the session, if y'all been watching me long enough, where I get a little bit more conservative. Because again, I was talking about I don't journal as much as I used to, but I still look at data a lot on my trades. And 8:30 and 9, I just don't do as well. Because once they start catching momentum, especially after 9, they take off. Where 7 o'clock and 7:30 pumps, we've seen it earlier. So BDSX peaked at 7, died. What was that other one? I can't remember what it was, but the ones that pump early, money eventually rotates away from these plays to the new pumps. Was PRZO one? I mean, it was not the one I was thinking of, but there's a few examples. But yeah, I think this is not a bad play though. I'm just going to be a little conservative right now. And it's already flushing some, so good call. Look at it. There it goes. Yeah, it's and that's and I forgot to bring that up. I try to avoid the meme plays too. But again, you can make money. I would probably I would be surprised if it doesn't come back to VWAP. But again, I want to avoid it. BNBX die too. Most of them do. That's where our edge is. Oh yeah, death. I think yeah. But yeah, I don't even know if I'll be taking any more trades today because this, like I said, when I slow down, I'll stay on a few more minutes, see if we get any pumps. But I usually don't play too many of the 9 o'clock pumps. So I'll hang out a little bit longer, see if we get another trade idea alert or something. But if not, I'll probably dip out soon. Oh, you posted in the Discord. You see exactly how the P&L changes when the size is not right. Oh, for sure. For sure. You're right. All right, guys, I'm probably about to sign off. Posted and I'm pinning it, the Discord link. I'm probably going to do an after-hours session the next couple days. So if any of y'all are interested, we have a free trial. Welcome to join. If you hate it, you can dip out. I still our secrets. I have our playbooks in there. But on that note, I appreciate everyone for hopping on. Thanks for the likes and the subs. And I'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. if you don't join the Discord. And on that note, for my Discord fam, I'm probably not going to be super active during intraday today, but I'll throw on an after-hours session and see if we can catch some of these initial pops because they have been beautiful lately. So hopefully we can catch some later. Anyways, on that note, I will see y'all next time.